Whew. Feels good to be grounded again. Not that kind of grounded. Just back in normal territory. Hey everyone, Tappers here again, and welcome to the Sonic 2 long version by Shell B again. When we last left off, we got through the first of several scrapped levels, and now we're back to familiar territory with annoying lightning bugs, grassy hooks, and some very mysterious music that is Mystic Cave. Not my favorite track in the game. I kind of actually prefer the music that we will eventually see. But Mystic Cave is... I mentioned that this is also got a two-player stage as well, but the music is like so much better, and I feel like it's more fitting. Although, it actually... the second player music also... I didn't get squashed by the fist, the rock fist? Okay, sure. It's clearly a Stone Edge, but a very ineffective one. Mystic Cave is like one of the last few that, as a kid, I would usually go through, along with, okay, maybe the stage after that, before I get to the very problematic parts of the game. Also, why does that grass not have a... Is that a bow that it has? What in the world? But as far as the stage, as far as Mystic Cave's concerned, this stage is kind of neat. It's sort of mysterious with the purple clouds in the background, which are probably amethysts, or just rocky surfaces with just parallax scrolling. Kind of similar to how you see these as like emeralds in the background, even though it kind of looks like moss with some not quite mold. But Mystic Cave is more or less infamous for, or at least maybe remembered. Oh, I forgot about the knock-knock platforms. I don't know why I called it that, because it makes it sound like I'm talking about a knock-knock shell. Now, I haven't exactly talked about a lot of the enemies, but the lightning bugs are probably the most annoying in the game, along with almost getting crushed by a wooden box. And then you have like the centipedes, which are kind of annoying with like where they're placed, since they can usually... That was a terrible spike placement. Not gonna lie about that one. Where does this go? But I guess one thing that's kind of neat about... shouldn't I have grabbed onto that? Yeah, why did I not... Okay. Wait, what is this? Oh, the spike ball. I remember that kind of. But the biggest thing that you have to be aware as far as the stage, if I even see it, is the pit. There's an area where it's like if you miss a jump, you just get dropped into a giant pit of no return. I mean, not even Indiana Jones could probably like force his way out of a sticky situation like that. That almost could have been it, but... And actually, I think this is the checkpoint. Okay, yeah, the boss is probably coming up here. Yeah, so we didn't get to see the pit, but it's like a giant pit with spikes, and even if you're like supersonic, you have no way of getting out, so you just kind of have to wait out the timer. Kind of a crappy area, but in some cases you may not see it at all, because it's not like a required part of the stage. And I know that I'm kind of like breezing through the levels, not getting the... what's it called? Wow, for a moment, that was kind of weird. I kind of spun dash right there, and I could have sworn there was a spring, but that's besides the point. I'm stalling because very relatively straightforward stage, and then you get to the boss, which can pose some issues because he has a lot of stalagmites, and then he can drill upwards and then just start raining even more rocks and stalagmites. The rocks do nothing. It kind of reminds me of a boss or mini boss you'll see in Sonic 3, but besides that, Mystic Cave is really cool to look at, easy on the eyes. It has some challenges with some enemies. They're kind of irritating to deal with. Also, they're mice. I didn't realize that. I think we saw the flickies earlier, but that's kind of besides the point. Mystic Cave's kind of one of those caves I like. And now, next time we will head into a kind of a newer stage, although I'll talk about that next part, as you probably heard a sample of some familiar music that you probably will remember. Well, I've talked about it, but anyway, I'll be back in a bit.